From the frozen tundras to the blistering deserts, every creature fights to survive, but only one predator has learned to control them all. North America's wildlands are home to beasts built by nature's most brutal design. Polar bears rule the Arctic ice. Wolves coordinate hunts like generals commanding armies. Cougars stalk. Eagle's vision can detect a rabbit's twitch from miles away. Even the rattlesnake, silent and low to the ground, has learned to strike with precision that no man-made weapon could ever match. But what happens when a species doesn't just adapt to its environment? It reshapes it. That's where humanity entered the scene. While most predators learn to hunt for food, humans learn to hunt for power. Because now, the most dangerous predator didn't have claws, or fangs, or venom. It had ambition. Imagine a cougar stalking its prey. Slow, focused, deliberate. Now, imagine hares are being pushed south as melting ice steals their hunting grounds. They wander into towns, desperate and starving, clashing with the very species that caused their suffering. In the Florida Everglades, invasive pythons, grizzly, nearly 800 pounds of muscle and instinct, capable of outrunning a horse in short bursts. To see one in the wild is to witness nature's raw engineering. But even the grizzly, once king of the forests, bows to humanity's reach. Logging stripped its domain, tourists disrupted its peace, and hunters turned survival into sport. And still, they endure. They adapt. That's the difference between nature and civilization. Civilization depends on comfort. Nature depends on struggle. The wolf doesn't need a calendar. The snake doesn't need a paycheck. The eagle doesn't need validation. They hunt because survival demands it. No excuses, no distractions. But the wilderness never left us. Let's talk about what happens when nature pushes back. When wildfires rage across pride. Now picture nature has patience, and patience is power. Coyotes have learned to thrive in downtown Chicago. Peregrine falcons hunt pigeons between skyscrapers in New York. Black bears stroll through California suburbs like tourists on vacation. The more we push the wild away, the more it finds its way back. That rustle outside your tent at night? It might be the same fox that lives off your leftovers. That shadow in your backyard could be a bobcat. We flinch. Because deep down, we know the truth. The apex predator never left the wild. It just learned to wear shoes. Preda Planet exists to bridge that gap. To make you see what your ancestors saw when firelight met glowing eyes in the dark. To show you that dominance isn't control, it's coexistence. Now let's talk about balance. The Great Plains once stretched unbroken from Canada to Texas, a living sea of grass. Millions of bison grazed there, shaping the soil, feeding wolves, feeding bears, feeding the land itself. Then we arrived with rifles and railroads. In less than a century that took nature 10,000 years to create, humanity erased in one lifetime. But the land remembers. Even now, bison are returning, slowly, carefully reclaiming fragments of their home. Wolves follow them, as they always have. The circle reforms. Meanwhile, in the desert, the rules are different, but the lesson's the same. Coyotes, scorpions, bobcats, they don't compete. They coexist through rhythm. Each species knows when to appear, when to hide, when to feed. But when humans pave over the desert, that rhythm collapses. What used to be a song becomes static. Nature doesn't beg for balance, it enforces it. You build a city, and a hawk builds a nest on the tallest crane. You drain a swamp, and snakes move into your garden. Imagine the ocean, endless, silent, powerful. Beneath the surface, the food chain operates with ruthless precision. The shark doesn't hate the seal, the orca doesn't gloat. They kill because hunger demands it. It's clean, efficient, and fair in a way civilization forgot. When humans entered that, the air has a memory. Every wildfire we ignite, every cloud of smoke we release, feeds the next storm. The earth listens, calculates, and responds. That's not mysticism. That's math. For every city that rises, a forest burns. For every mine we dig, a river turns toxic. For every skyscraper that touches the clouds, an eagle loses its sky. But there's a choice in question for every creature that breathes. Can you adapt? That question has echoed through North America since the first snow fell on the first mountain. It whispered through the plains when bison thundered like storms, through the forests when wolves ruled the night, through the rivers when salmon climbed against the current, just to live one more day. Every life form here, predator or prey, had to answer it, and the answer has never changed. The more we try to control it, the louder it roars back. Look around. The storms are stronger, the fires burn longer, the oceans rise higher. Nature isn't ending, it's adjusting. That's what humanity is facing now. Our own moment of balance. Because we're the only predator that can choose to protect instead of destroy. The only species that can pause mid-hunt and ask, what happens if I stop? That's not weakness. That's evolution. And if there's one thing North America has proven, traded claws for confidence and teeth for time. So if you're watching this right now, maybe you're not just a viewer, you're a survivor too. Maybe you're in your own jungle. Bills, deadlines, heartbreak, anxiety. Predators don't only live in forests, they live in your mind. But the rule stays the same. Adapt or disappear. If the bear can rebuild after hibernation, you can rebuild after failure. If the eagle can soar above storms, you can rise above struggle. If the fox can find food in a frozen wasteland, you can find peace in chaos. Nature doesn't panic, it pivots, and so can you. That's what makes this more than a documentary. It's a reflection of life itself. Every creature we've studied has lived, fought, and evolved through seasons. And now, so have we. As Season 1 comes to an end, we stand at the edge of the continent, looking south. A new world waits beyond the equator. A world louder, denser, more alive. South America, the land where the wild never sleeps. Where the jaguar is king, the anaconda is legend, and the piranha turns rivers red. Where survival isn't just instinct, it's art. That's where Season 2 begins. Dawn awakes. We'll see you in the jungle.